Orlando Pirates Fan TV, it's Kat. It's the review after the game that we had against Chippa. Please follow us on Instagram at Orlando Pirates Fan TV _ YouTube, on our Twitter page, Orlando Pirates OPFC 1937, and also on YouTube. Please subscribe and like and share on Orlando Pirates _ YouTube. The game against Chippa, Orlando Pirates played Chippa at an unusual time of 3 o'clock. We played them at the Orlando Stadium. We won the game 2-1. It was a very new formation in the sense that on paper it looks, or when you watch it, it looks as if they're playing 3-5-2 or 3-4-3, but they actually were playing a 4-1-4-1. The four being Mayela and Happy Jelle being the center pairing, and then on the wing backs it was Sipesihle Ndlovu, and on the right it was Nyawuza, who was eventually replaced by Munyane, the young boy from the academy. Sipesihle Ndlovu had a very good game. He was playing in a very unfamiliar position, but he excelled in it. And then the anchor man was Musa Nyadama. In front of him it was Xola Mlambo and Makaringe, who later on switched on to the left wing. He had a very, very good game. He had a man of the match performance. And then the front three, it was Lodge, Mulenga, and our striker was Tshegofatso Mabasa. This was a very dire game in the first half. There wasn't much created by the boys. I think they were still adjusting to this new system that the coach has implemented. But the second half, they had a better showing, and there were more shots on goal. They took more initiative. What also changed the game completely, I feel, was the introduction of Munyane, who I mentioned previously, who came on for Ntsikelelo Nyawuza, who was injured. He had a very good showing. He actually stretched Chippa United's wing backs, and Makaringa switched to the right, and Sipesihle Ndlovu dropped into the center. Then the goal scorer was Mabasa. First goal was a very brilliant goal, but the goal that I really enjoyed the most was the second goal. It was actually an assist from Munyane, who put in a cross from the right wing, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the boys had a 2-1 victory. 2-1 was supposed to be 2-0 because we had a very costly mistake. Xola Mlambo had a professional foul on the edge of the box, and they took advantage of that. Chippa weren't really into the game. They attacked and they got the goal. And also another very big introduction was the goalkeeper from France, Dele from France, as I mentioned. He had a very good game. He kept us in the game. He seems very confident. He replaced Wayne Sunderland, who has had some mistakes. So we still have faith in him, but it will be a very tight contest for the number 1 spot at Orlando Pirates. Other than that, my man of the match performance would have to go to Makaringe. He really proved all those fans who were saying that this team might be too big for him. He really stepped up. He took on players. He knows, the beautiful thing about Makaringa is that he knows when to dribble, he knows when to pass, he can play in the center, he can play on the wing. Sipesihle Ndlovu, I think he's one of, if not the most intelligent player in our team. He can play any position. He knows how to move. When he loses the ball, he retrieves. Nyadama also had a good game. Worrying is Thembinkosi Lodge. He's having a slow season. He needs to be on fire as he was last season. But other than that, the whole team performed well. And special mention goes to Tshegofatso Mabasa, who played as the lone striker, flanked by Lodge and Mulenga. He had a brace. He would have had a hat trick, but he went off injured. Hopefully it's not a serious injury. And we also had the introduction of Zakhele Lipasa, the man who broke Kaizer Chiefs' hearts at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. He also had a cameo appearance. He had a good showing, actually. It's just that when he was en route to score the goal, he slipped. So hopefully he also gets more minutes. And yeah, our next game will be at the Bidvest Stadium. Hopefully we get a victory. We'll see, because our coach is very experimental. We hope he doesn't change the starting 11 too much. There weren't any players that deserved to be dropped. Maybe Nyawuza because he was injured. Then the introduction of Nyawuza, of Munyane, would have to be in the next game. But other than that, we were going to be playing Wits at the Bidvest, not at the Bidvest Stadium, at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. So it's going to be a very long trip. Wits are a team, kind of a bogey team for Orlando Pirates, but last season I remember at the Mill Park Stadium we won 1-0. It was also